Hi guys, it's Chris. Still not in my shed, still in my kitchen. Changed the lighting a little bit. I didn't like the big light above me, so I've got my light out of the shed, brought it in the kitchen. May not be as good, but I don't know. Because it was a little bit less sort of washed out. I kind of prefer it, I think. But let's see. I'll have a look at it. If I don't like it, I'll go back the other way. Anyway, you can hear me, you can see me. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. But you can hear me and see me. So what are we going to do today? Well, I said I wasn't going to have anything left to try for a bit. Well, that didn't last long, did it? I've got something else to try. Now, I'm going to place an order with Ross-on-Wye in the next few days, hopefully. And I spotted something today I've never had from them. Bought it, paid full whack for it, because I wanted to try it. And I've got it here. So what is it? It is Browns and Brown Snout 2017. So Browns is a sharp. Brown Snout is a bitter sharp, I think, quite a mild bitter sharp. So, those two things, one will mellow the other out, one expects. But let's see what it says on the side. Let's see if that agrees with us. Brown's apple, a mild sharp, combined with Brown Snout, a mild bittersweet. The harmonious melody is a showcase of fruit, acidity and joy. This is a pure expression of terroir and varietal characteristics. The softness of this cider is what makes it unique. The gentle rolling textures of these two apples are inimitable. Savour this cider because the Brown Snout apples grown on a neighbour's farm come from trees that no longer exist. Kind of cool, huh? Gotta love Ross-on-Wye. Love that. So this is 2017. Not sure when it was bottled. It's 6%. Yep, that's pretty much it. Cool, huh? Got something else. Got some cheese. Got this cheese. Look at this little fella. See that? This little bundle of joy. This is cow's milk cheese, soft cheese. It's called Finn. It's from Herefordshire. So, as is the cider, which is kind of cool. Got a white penicillium rind on it. See that white sort of fluffy stuff on the outside? So it's not thick. You can see like bare patches like this. So there'll be some yeasts on there. Yeasts usually start sort of the breakdown on the rind first off, and then the molds join the party a little bit later. So the white mold is Penicillium candidum, white penicillin. What I like about this, it's not too thick. So I got this off the Trethowlan Standing Market, which I manage, because I wanted to try. So in the last film we had a Pinot Noir, Blanc de Noir, sparkling wine from Fenny Castle. And I said I thought bubbles went really well with quite rich fatty cheeses because the bubbles scrub the fats off your palate. So this is a double cream cheese. So what they actually do is if it's fortified with cream. So take full fat milk, add cream to it, make it even richer. And this is what you get. I'm quite glad it's got a very thin rind in it, you see, because those penicillin molds can take over, they can dominate and get too thick, you end up picking them out of your teeth, and they don't bring that much to the party. That's looking pretty much bang on. So I'm going to try that with that. Okay, haven't got my sling on. Had my first physio today. Was bloody killing me this afternoon after that. It's not feeling too bad now. I've got some exercises to do at home. So, yeah, onwards and upwards. Let's crack this sucker, shall we? Yes, Chris. Okay. Pop. Oh, so you can see that, it's bubbling. You see that? Cool. Pour a bit out. Nice bit of head on that. You see it? Look at that. Very pretty. Nice colour as well. Amber gold, I would say that is. It's just going from gold into amber. It's obviously hazy because it's unfiltered. Got some nice bubbles on the top, quite fine bubbles, as they'll be bottle conditioned. I don't know if they add sugar to bottle condition it, whether they bottle it sort of pet nat. Yeah, it's a question I need to ask them, because I'm never sure about that, because sometimes these things have gone, like 2 or 3 years old, they've spent in barrels, so you think they've gone to bone dry by that point. So you'd have to add some sort of sugar to get your bottle conditioning, just add a bit of cider. Sorry, a bit of apple juice, rather, which has got sugar into the bottle, so you're not diluting with something which is non-apple, and that will then ferment. But yeah, I need to ask Albert about that, because I keep forgetting. So, let's have a sniff. There's that funk, a bit of funk from Ross-on-Wye, which we always like. Yeah. There's a lot of apple in there as well, like nice apple actually, nice. Round, rich apple, that's what I'm getting, sort of almost like a baked apple pie character, I would say. Yeah, it smells good. It's a funk, and then just right round apple right in the middle of that. Really like it. It's making my mouth water. Yeah, but it's pretty funky, but in a good way, and a way that I like. It's one of the things I love about their ciders. Let's have a taste. It's quite highly carbonated, actually. Yeah, tannin, acidity. So yeah, I would say this has got good acidity, actually. Not too much, not too much. That round richness from the brown snout, I assume, is there, but that brown's bringing the acidity over the top of it, and it's a very, very sort of refreshing, appley side of this, I want to say. Anything else in there? I mean, I'm getting that funk as well, kind of volcanic sulphur kind of thing, which that's not derogatory. I like it. I actually like it. It brings. It's one of the things that marks out Ross-on-Wye ciders, and one of the things I like about it. Solid, refreshing, bone dry, nice tannin, minerality, nice balance of delicate bittersweet. So a bit of tannin, quite round, rich, plus with that layer of acidity that's brought by the browns. So it's a nice balanced cider. It's good stuff, and it feels very pure actually. Didn't say it was in wood. I'm going to assume it was in plastic, something inert. Anyway, I'm going to assume plastic. Didn't say anything about oak on the label, and it's a very kind of pure expression of the fruit, which I think is good. I think that's what they were trying to get, and that's what they've absolutely got. They really, really have. You know, before I drank it, I had an idea of what it might be like, and it fulfills that sort of my presuppositions, if you like. So yeah, it's doing what the apples are supposed to do. That's how I feel about this cider. Let's have some cheese with it, shall we? Yes, Chris. Okay, so this is. Didn't tell you this is called Finn. It's made by Charlie Westhead at the Neal's Yard Creamery, which is in the Golden Valley, Herefordshire. Very close to Watkins, actually. He's been doing this for quite a long time. So I've known Charlie for 25 years, because when I started at Neal's Yard Dairy in 1995, he was making this cheese back then, plus Ragstone, and he's added a few other things. The creme fraiche from them is amazing. He does yogurts and so forth. Yeah, it's good stuff. So let's have a taste of this, shall we? And then we'll try it with the cider. So soft. You can tell it's had cream added to it. Really coating my palate. Really coating my palate. There's a butter element. There's a nut element. There's a creme fraiche element. Sour cream creme fraiche element. And there's salt as well. Okay? So actually, and there's mushroom character as well coming through now. So sometimes these cheeses can be a bit one-dimensional, a one-trick pony. And it's a good trick, so I don't mind. But actually this particular batch, this cheese here, the Finn, which is pasteurised, I believe, and I think it's vegetarian rennet as well. I might do a film talking about pasteurisation and vegetarian rennet at some point as well. I think I need to dive into a bit of cheese a bit more when I'm doing these films, because, you know, I know about it, so I might as well talk about it, and I think people appreciate learning about it as well as like trying ciders and so forth. Coats your palate, really rich. That's actually pretty good, that. It is. It's got a few different notes it's hitting, that creme fraiche, the salt, the nut, the mushroom, and then that mouth coating fat. It's actually, I'm going to have some more of that. You know, they're not always the most complex cheeses, but it kind of make me laugh, because they're just like, I mean, they're just like, you know, they're just super rich, you know, they're just like, they're just out there in terms of the fineness. That creme fraiche nut, mushroom is great. Yeah, bubbles. Yeah. I mean, the fats, the bubbles just rip the fats off your tongue. It's great for that. It's really good. So as we're eating it, it feels like it could get cloying, but this works better than I thought. This is bone dry. I was wondering if it would need a little bit of sweetness for the salt, but actually I don't think it does. It's like creme fraiche, and apple, and butter, and an apple and sort of mushroom, which isn't something I really think would work, but actually in a weird, a nut as well. It actually works. And it's quite fizzy, this. I think the fizziness is actually playing off, it's bouncing off this really well. That's pretty good actually. That's pretty good. I think it's going to be quite as good as this. Got to stop drinking around. Yeah, that works. Now it's worth bearing in mind that these guys don't make many bottles of every batch. They're very experimental. So I don't know if you can get hold of this, or if you can, how long you'll be able to get hold of it for. This is a handmade cheese. It varies from batch to batch. This is actually an excellent batch, I have to say. An excellent batch of Finn. If you want to buy some, go to Trethowan Brothers actually website. You can get it online, along with Stitchelton, along with Gorworth Cafe, along with the Pitchfork cheddar that they make. Do that. I don't think you can get it direct from Mills Creamery. Maybe you can now. Not sure. Anyway, if you want to get some, either go to Dartborough Market and get it, or you can probably find it roundabouts where you are. They do sell to quite a few shops around the country. That's an excellent example of it though, and actually it's soft, but it's slightly toothsome as well. It's not just running around. I like the fact it's not gooey. I like the fact it's got some, resistance to it. That makes it more playable when you're biting through it. It's like biting through very cold butter in terms of that texture. You know what I mean? It's almost fudgy. That's a very satisfying feeling, I think. Cool. Well, that was nice, wasn't it? Yes, Chris. I've got a big chunk of Pitchfork in the fridge as well. I know I've tried Pitchfork loads, but I still think cloth-bound cheddars go great with cider, so I might whip some of that out with the next cider that we try, just for fun, for kicks and giggles. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. That was the Finn. That was a Ross-on-Wye Browns and Brown Snout 2017. Had a very nice time trying them. Hope you enjoyed watching it. So thank you for being here. Until the next time, cheers.